and welcome back to Learn English with Sam and Pam, the podcast where we help you improve your English listening and speaking step by step in a simple and relaxed way. I'm Sam, and today we are going to practice something very important for every English learner. We will talk about how to talk about yourself in English, and we will also use a powerful speaking method called shadowing. Now, maybe you are asking, Sam, what is shadowing? That is a very good question. Shadowing is when you listen to someone speaking English and you repeat what they say as quickly as possible. You try to copy the pronunciation, the rhythm, and the sentence structure. It is called shadowing because you speak like a shadow. The original speaker moves first and you follow right after. This method helps you improve your pronunciation. It helps you speak faster. It helps your mouth become comfortable with English sounds. And, very importantly, it helps you stop translating every sentence in your head. And today, we will practice shadowing by learning how to introduce yourself and talk about your life. This is very useful because many English learners know grammar rules, but when someone asks a simple question like, "Tell me about yourself," they suddenly forget everything. Their brain goes on vacation, and their English disappears. Very rude behavior from the brain, honestly. But do not worry. Today, we will make this easier. We will go step by step. I will say sentences. Then I will ask you to repeat after me. If you can, speak loudly. Yes, even if people around you think you are talking to yourself. You are not talking to yourself. You are becoming powerful in English. Very different situation. So, let's begin with the most basic part. Your name. When people meet you, they often ask, "What's your name?" Very simple question. You can answer, "My name is Ahmed." Pause and repeat. My name is Ahmed. Good. You can also say, "I'm Ahmed." Pause and repeat. I'm Ahmed. Very natural, very common, very easy. Now, maybe your name is not Ahmed. That would be a surprising plot twist if everyone listening was named Ahmed. Use your real name. Let's continue. People may ask, "Where are you from?" You can answer, "I'm from Algeria." Pause and repeat. I'm from Algeria. Or, I come from Malaysia. Pause and repeat. I come from Malaysia. Or, I was born in France. Pause and repeat. I was born in France. Very good. Now let's make longer sentences. Listen carefully. My name is Sarah and I'm from Algeria. Pause and repeat. My name is Sarah and I'm from Algeria. Very nice. Let's try another one. My name is Daniel and I come from Canada. Pause and repeat. My name is Daniel and I come from Canada. Good job. Now let's talk about age. Someone may ask, "How old are you?" You can say, "I'm 20 years old." Pause and repeat. I'm 20 years old. Or, I'm 32 years old. Pause and repeat. I'm 32 years old. Very good. Now let's combine everything. My name is Ali. I'm 25 years old and I'm from Egypt. Pause and repeat. My name is Ali. I'm 25 years old and I'm from Egypt. Excellent. Now let's talk about jobs and studies. This is another common topic. People may ask, "What do you do?" That means, what is your job or what do you study? You can answer, "I'm a student." Pause and repeat. I'm a student. Or, I'm a teacher. Pause and repeat. I'm a teacher. Or, I work in a hospital. Pause and repeat. I work in a hospital. Or, I work in an office. Pause and repeat. I work in an office. Maybe you do not work right now. That is okay. You can say, I'm looking for a job. Pause and repeat. I'm looking for a job. Very useful sentence. Now let's make longer answers. I'm a university student and I study business. Pause and repeat. I'm a university student and I study business. Good. I work as an English teacher. Pause and repeat. I work as an English teacher. Very nice. Now let's talk about family. People often ask about family in conversations. For example, do you have brothers or sisters? You can answer, yes, I do. I have 2 brothers. Pause and repeat. Yes, I do. I have 2 brothers. Or, no, I don't. I'm an only child. Pause and repeat. No, I don't. I'm an only child. You may also say, I live with my parents. Pause and repeat. I live with my parents. Or, I live alone. Pause and repeat. I live alone. Or, I live with my husband and children. Pause and repeat. I live with my husband and children. Very good. Now let's talk about hobbies. This part is fun because you can show your personality. People may ask, what do you do in your free time? You can answer, I like reading books. Pause and repeat. I like reading books. Or, I enjoy watching movies. Pause and repeat. I enjoy watching movies. Or, I love cooking. Pause and repeat. I love cooking. Or, I like going to the gym. Pause and repeat. I like going to the gym. Or maybe you enjoy sleeping all day. I understand, but maybe do not say that in a job interview. Save that truth for your best friend. Now let's practice longer answers. In my free time, I enjoy listening to music and watching documentaries. Pause and repeat. In my free time, I enjoy listening to music and watching documentaries. Very good. I like traveling and learning new languages. Pause and repeat. I like traveling and learning new languages. Excellent. Now let's talk about daily routine. This is another common speaking topic. People may ask, what is your daily routine? You can say, I wake up at 6 in the morning. Pause and repeat. I wake up at 6 in the morning. Then, I go to work at 8. Pause and repeat. I go to work at 8. Then, I come home in the evening. Pause and repeat. I come home in the evening. Then, I watch TV before I sleep. Pause and repeat. I watch TV before I sleep. Good job. Now let's build a full introduction. Listen carefully first. Hello, my name is Lena. I'm 27 years old and I'm from Morocco. I work as a nurse in a hospital. I live with my family and in my free time, I enjoy reading books and cooking. I also like learning English because I want to travel in the future. Pause and repeat. Take your time. That was a longer answer. Let's try another one. Hi, my name is David. I'm from Brazil and I'm a university student. I study engineering. I enjoy playing football, watching movies, and spending time with my friends. Pause and repeat. Very good. Now, here's something important about shadowing. Do not stop every time you make a mistake. Keep going. Your goal is flow. Your goal is confidence. Your goal is training your mouth and ears. Perfection can wait outside. We are busy practicing. And now, let's move to a slightly more personal way to talk about yourself. When you first meet people, they usually ask basic questions like your name, your country, or your job. But after a few minutes, conversations often become more personal and more interesting. People may ask about your personality. They may ask questions like, what kind of person are you? How would your friends describe you? What do you enjoy doing? What is important to you in life? These questions can feel difficult because they are not simple fact questions. Nobody asks, "What is your name?" and suddenly your brain stops working. But when someone asks, "How would you describe yourself?" many people become silent. They look at the ceiling, they look at the floor, they suddenly become very interested in a wall. And then they say, Today, we will practice how to answer these questions clearly and naturally. And remember, repeat after me when I ask you. Let's begin with personality. You can use simple adjectives to describe yourself. For example, I'm friendly. Pause and repeat. I'm friendly. I'm hardworking. Pause and repeat. I'm hardworking. I'm calm. Pause and repeat. I'm calm. I'm creative. Pause and repeat. I'm creative. I'm organized. Pause and repeat. I'm organized. Very good. Now let's practice longer sentences. I'm a friendly person and I enjoy meeting new people. Pause and repeat. I'm a friendly person and I enjoy meeting new people. Good. I'm very hardworking and I always try to do my best. Pause and repeat. Very nice. I'm a calm person and I don't like unnecessary drama. Pause and repeat. Honestly, avoiding drama is a life skill. Very important. Now let's talk about strengths. A strength is something you are good at. For example, I'm good at solving problems. Pause and repeat. I'm good at solving problems. I'm good at working with people. Pause and repeat. I'm good at working with people. I'm good at learning languages. Pause and repeat. Excellent. Now let's talk about weaknesses in a simple way. Everyone has weaknesses. That is normal. You can say, sometimes I worry too much. Pause and repeat. Sometimes I worry too much. Or, I need to improve my time management. Pause and repeat. I need to improve my time management. Or, I can be shy when I meet new people. Pause and repeat. Very natural. Now let's talk about likes and dislikes. People love asking this question. What do you like? What don't you like? Simple answers can be, I like coffee. Pause and repeat. I like coffee. I like nature. Pause and repeat. I like nature. I don't like noisy places. Pause and repeat. I don't like noisy places. I don't waking up early. Pause and repeat. Very relatable. Morning people have too much energy sometimes. It feels suspicious. Now let's make longer answers. I enjoy quiet places because they help me relax. Pause and repeat. I enjoy quiet places because they help me relax. Good. I like spending time with my family because they are very important to me. Pause and repeat. Excellent. Now let's talk about your hometown. This is a common conversation topic. People may ask, tell me about your city. You can answer, I live in a small city. Pause and repeat. I live in a small city. Or, I live in a big city. Pause and repeat. I live in a big city. My city is famous for beautiful beaches. Pause and repeat. My city is famous for beautiful beaches. There are many restaurants in my city. Pause and repeat. Very good. Now a longer answer. I live in a small city, but it is very peaceful and beautiful. People are friendly and the food is very good. Pause and repeat. Great job. Now let's talk about food, because somehow conversations always return to food. And honestly, I understand why. Food is amazing. People may ask, what's your favorite food? You can answer, my favorite food is pizza. Pause and repeat. My favorite food is pizza. Or, I love traditional food from my country. Pause and repeat. Good. I enjoy cooking at home. Pause and repeat. Very nice. Now let's talk about travel experiences. You can say, I love traveling. Pause and repeat. I love traveling. I visited Turkey last year. Pause and repeat. I visited Turkey last year. I want to visit Japan in the future. Pause and repeat. Excellent. Now let's talk about learning English. This is very useful because many people may ask why you are studying English. You can say, I'm learning English for my job. Pause and repeat. I'm learning English for my job. I'm learning English for travel. Pause and repeat. I'm learning English for travel. I'm learning English because I enjoy learning languages. Pause and repeat. Very good. Now let's practice talking about your childhood. People may ask, what were you like as a child? You can say, I was very quiet as a child. Pause and repeat. I was very quiet as a child. Or, I loved playing outside. Pause and repeat. I loved playing outside. I spent a lot of time with my cousins. Pause and repeat. Very good. Now let's talk about habits. You can say, I always drink coffee in the morning. Pause and repeat. I always drink coffee in the morning. I usually exercise 3 times a week. Pause and repeat. Excellent. I often read before bed. Pause and repeat. Very good. Now let's move to storytelling. This is where your English becomes more natural. Instead of only answering short questions, you can share small stories about yourself. For example, when I was younger, I wanted to become a doctor, but later I became interested in business. Pause and repeat. Good. Last year, I started learning English seriously because I wanted new opportunities. Pause and repeat. Excellent. Now another example. When I was in school, I loved art classes. Pause and repeat. Very nice. Now let's do a full self-introduction with more personal details. Listen carefully first. Hello, my name is Adam. I'm 28 years old and I live in Morocco. I work as a software engineer. I'm a hard-working person, but I also enjoy relaxing on weekends. I love football, traveling, and spending time with my friends. My dream is to start my own company one day. I'm learning English because I want to work internationally. Pause and repeat. Excellent. Now another example. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm from Egypt and I'm currently studying at university. I'm a creative person and I enjoy drawing and photography. I love spending time with my family and I want to travel to many countries in the future. English is important to me because I want to study abroad. Pause and repeat. Very good. Now let's practice answering unexpected questions. Sometimes conversations become random, very random. Someone may suddenly ask, what makes you happy? You can answer, spending time with my family makes me happy. Pause and repeat. Spending time with my family makes me happy. Traveling makes me happy. Pause and repeat. Traveling makes me happy. Learning new things makes me happy. Pause and repeat. Very nice. Someone may ask, what makes you stressed? You can answer, too much work makes me stressed. Pause and repeat. Too much work makes me stressed. Traffic makes me stressed. Pause and repeat. Very honest answer. Traffic has hurt many peaceful people. Now let's practice dreams again, but in more detail. In 5 years, I want to have a successful career. Pause and repeat. In 5 years, I want to have a successful career. I want to buy a house. Pause and repeat. I want to buy a house. I want to improve my English fluency. Pause and repeat. Excellent. Now let's practice a long shadowing paragraph. Listen first. Hello, my name is Nadia and I'm from Algeria. I work as a teacher and I really enjoy helping students learn new things. I would describe myself as patient, friendly, and hardworking. In my free time, I enjoy reading books, cooking, and spending time with my family. I'm currently learning English because I want to travel and communicate with people from different countries. In the future, I hope to continue growing in my career and learning new skills. Pause and repeat. Very good. Now another one. My name is Daniel and I live in Brazil. I'm a university student studying engineering. I enjoy sports, technology, and music. I'm usually very organized, but sometimes I worry too much about small things. I'm learning English because I want better career opportunities and I also want to travel abroad. Pause and repeat. Excellent. Now here is an important challenge. I want you to answer these questions by yourself. I will ask the question, then pause the podcast and answer in English. Ready? What is your name? Pause. Where are you from? Pause. What do you do? Pause.
What are your hobbies? Pause. What are your goals? Pause. What makes you happy? Pause. What are you learning right now? Pause. Very good. If answering these questions felt difficult, that is completely normal. Speaking is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice. Nobody goes to the gym one time and suddenly becomes a superhero. If that happened, gyms would be much more exciting and much more dangerous.
And that is something many English learners forget. A conversation does not stop after one answer. It continues. Someone may ask you, "What do you do?" Then they may ask, "Do you enjoy your job?" Then they may ask, "What are your future plans?" And suddenly you are in a real conversation. And that is exactly what we want. We do not learn English only to answer one question and disappear dramatically like a movie character walking into the fog. No. We learn English to connect with people, to share our ideas, to talk about our experiences, to explain our dreams, and to feel comfortable being ourselves in another language. That is a big goal, and it takes time. So please be patient with yourself. If you make mistakes, keep speaking. If you forget a word, use another word. If your pronunciation is not perfect, continue anyway. Communication is more important than perfection. And remember the shadowing method we practiced today. This is something you can do every day. You can listen to this episode again tomorrow. Repeat the sentences again. Pause when you need more time. Copy my pronunciation. Copy the rhythm. And then slowly start changing the answers to match your real life. For example, my name is. Use your real name. I'm from. Use your real country. I work as. Use your real job. I enjoy. Talk about your real hobbies. I want to. Talk about your real dreams. This is how English becomes personal. And when English becomes personal, it becomes easier to remember. Because now you are not memorizing random sentences from a textbook about someone named John buying bananas at a train station for no clear reason. Poor John, he has had a very strange life in English textbooks. You are learning language that you can actually use in real conversations, and that matters. So after this episode, I want you to do one small challenge. Record yourself talking about yourself for 1 minute in English, just 1 minute. Talk about your name, your country, your job or studies, your hobbies, your personality, and your future goals. Then listen to yourself. You may notice mistakes. That is okay. You may feel shy. That is okay too. The important thing is practice. And next week, try speaking for 2 minutes, then 3 minutes. Little by little, you will become more confident. And one day, someone will ask you, "Tell me about yourself." And instead of feeling nervous, you will smile and answer naturally. That moment feels amazing. Trust me. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today here on Learn English with Sam and Pam. Keep practicing, keep repeating, and keep believing that your English can improve every single day. And I'll see you in the next episode where we continue building your English confidence one conversation at a time.